I had just finished eating some food my mother had made. My father was not home at that time, but my cousin came to tell me that my father had asked that I should be sent to Nigeria. He gave me to another man who had some other girls from Togo, and they sent us to Nigeria. I wasn't happy.
This is how Ndaba remembers the day she was taken to Nigeria. That was 4 years ago. She was sent there, a slave to work, scrape, and fight for food in a bar with no pay. When the contract time for her work had ended, she was sent back home empty-handed.
The woman sent us to the lorry station and asked us to take the lead, saying she would come and pay later.
Ndaba remembers the name of the town she was working in as Acquaah. It is a town over 8 hours away, southwest Nigeria. Ndaba would have had to travel through Togo to Benin and then finally Nigeria. She's been home now for a few weeks. Still no word from the woman she worked under. I cannot tell you how old Ndaba is simply because she doesn't remember, she doesn't know. But there is one thing she will never forget.
I was badly beaten, and one day my madam used a razor blade to cut my legs just because I broke a plate.
But this memory is not what makes Ndaba cry. How is life at home?
I'm very comfortable here compared to my life in Nigeria, but the relationship with my parents is not so great.
So what does she want to do now?
I asked them to help me learn a trade, but they refused. They say I should just be at home.
Ndaba cannot really express how she feels about her parents, knowing they sent her into slavery. But she doesn't have to. Her face, although we cannot show it, says it all. Ndaba's story is only a glimpse into what other boys and girls like her go through. These are child trafficking statistics from the Department of Community Development and Social Welfare in Zabzugu. It shows the number of trafficked children from 15 communities in the Zabzugu-Tatale district from 2009 to 2012. In 2009 alone, 69 children were taken from their homes. 8 were from Ndaba's village, Kandin. Head of the Social Protection Team and Assemblyman for Kandin explains why. So tell us about child trafficking in Kandin.
Yes, for the past 3-4 years, it was at a very alarming reach. But there was a time the same people, but not people who are here, they also came around and the education was taken up. So from there up to now, it has been totally reduced to the barest minimum.
Do they go willingly, the children?
Yes, some of them go willingly. Others go just by force and sometimes doing certain, traditional means to carry them along. Really because of poverty, that majority of them go there. Because if they are here, they are not ready to work because they are with their parents. The parents will do all means and they won't give them the respect. But when they go there, there is pressure.
But Ndaba didn't leave on her own free will, and her parents have no plans to send her to school or help her learn a trade. Worried about Ndaba's future, we asked her to take us home to meet her parents. She agrees. On arrival, we're told Ndaba's parents are not home. So her fate is uncertain, with her parents not willing to cooperate. What Social Protection Team leader for Kandin can tell me, though, is that it is likely Ndaba will be married off. He says the only thing the Social Protection Team can do now is to continue to educate and advise her